Coming to you live from the Amazon with a vagabond and a bag of bongs. It's the Socially Awkwards podcast. Today, Brandon, we're going to talk about some must-find Doomsday items. Well, items that you should have.
You
for
must
Doomsday.
find it. It's like a scavenger hunt.
You must find it now to survive Doomsday, because if you don't, you will not survive. And I know you've got some items for us. I think this will be really fun to kind of discuss for people who are worried about Doomsday, or they might say, hey, I just want 3 items. I just want 3 items that are going to help me survive Doomsday. And we've got those for them. So I'm going to kind of let you take over this one a little bit and tell us about these items, and then I'll chirp in when I want. And we'll see if any of these things are going to help us out for Doomsday. So why don't you take over for us with this?
Sounds good. Well, yes, we've been doing, we've done a couple podcasts now on Doomsday in general. So we sort of have a Doomsday series. We have more coming down the pipe. And it's been one of the ones, I think one of the more popular topics that we tend to talk about. And so so I had this idea. There's so many items that you can go out there. Like, you can just get inundated with just thousands of items for how to survive Doomsday and how to prep, what you might need, what you might not need. And there's a lot of things that I think are a good idea in theory that aren't a good idea in practice. I kept my list very narrow, and I just tried to focus on core things that I thought you'd need. But also I took some liberties of like just things that I kind of thought were cool or a little bit fun. So it's by no means a perfect list of like, if you have these items, you're going to survive. But it's...
I hope Pocket Bear is on there.
Yeah, Pocket Bear. I thought you were going to say Pocket something else, which is also important.
No.
Okay. So...
but Pocket Bear, like you just get it out of your pocket, and then it turns into a real bear, and then it'll just attack everybody for you.
Yeah. That sounds like one of those... That's like a D&D item for anybody who's played
Sounds
that.
like a fantasy thing. Yeah. I don't think that's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So surviving Doomsday, these are my 3 picks, and these are all Amazon links. It'll probably be in the video, or probably in...
Makes me want sausage.
In a description.
Yeah. Does Amazon sell their own link sausage? I don't know if they do.
They might.
Do.
Yeah, they might. Amazon Basics sausage.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Hit me with them. While you do that, I'm going to be smoking one of my must-have items for Doomsday as well.
Yeah, and tell us a little bit about that one.
Well, this is literally called Stone Jabroni. This is what all the mobsters smoke nowadays, because they can't kill anybody anymore. There's too much DNA evidence, so they don't really do a lot. So yeah,
that's good.
All right, welcome to the pod. Sorry,
what's up? 99.5. First up.
Ooh, what is this? Luminade.
Oh
God, that sounds wonderful.
So this is a category of item that is very, very, very common, especially if anybody has been in a big box retail store around Christmas time and they're shopping for that person they don't know what to buy for. You're going to see like one of 1,000 flashlight options, or something that gives you light. And you're also going to see the various things for people's phones. This is sort of a combination of a couple of those things together. So this is a sort of phone charger lantern that uses solar technology.
It's inflatable?
No, I don't think this is inflatable. I think this just opens up into...
Okay.
Yeah, it just opens up into sort of a box that gives you like a soft glow. So there you go. There's a picture of somebody that kind of like,
Okay, I guess, they're trying to say twist to inflate, but it's not really like the kind of inflatable we think.
Yeah, exactly. It's a nice...
Like the blow-up doll that I sleep with.
Origami sort of design there.
Yeah. Folding under pressure.
The Luminate Titan 2-in-1 inflatable solar LED camping lantern and phone charger. So, I mean, in a survival situation, it's important. Everybody is going to have a phone. And if you don't have a phone, then go and get one, because I don't know what you're doing in 2026 without a phone.
Yeah.
So everybody's going to have a phone, and your phone's going to die.
Mormons, we're talking to you, Mormons.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or not Mormons, Amish, I think. The Mormons probably have a phone.
I don't know what you're... Yeah, I was like, I think they have phones.
Yeah, sorry. Amish people.
Honestly,
Amish
I
people,
think there's
bad.
Amish people with phones, too. But...
You know what? I think everybody has one now.
Yeah.
I think they just gave up. They're like, let's just go ahead and do the phone.
Yeah. It's time. So
Yeah.
they probably have
Talking to you, Amish people. All right, sorry, go ahead.
wooden phones is what they have.
Yeah.
So, so this lets you charge your phone, and it gives you it is a light source and it uses solar technology. This is a relatively modern product. I like to look at, especially I love Amazon because you get to see reviews, how many people bought it. This one you see there's over 1,000 people that bought it. It's got good reviews here, and it lands in one of these Amazon Choice selections,
Yeah.
which Amazon usually gives this little badge to things that they like kind of recommend and meet certain quality requirements. So this is the first one. It's a basic all around light item. You can pack it, you can fold it out, you can have a little bit of light, and you can charge your phone. And so it's going to be very important to be able to charge your phone because your phone is used for communication if possible. But besides
Well, I was
that,
gonna say, like, what if it's a solar flare type of situation? I mean, our phones are probably useless after that, right?
possibly yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
um that will
But this
lead
is like
us.
a Nicolas Cage knowing. You remember the movie Knowing? I don't know if you ever watched that, but it was like that situation where the solar flare just ends the world.
Yeah. Yep.
I guess. I guess you wouldn't need a phone anyways if you're dead. But
Yeah. So what do you think? Give this a rating, give this like a 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
Yeah.
All right. I was hoping it would be like 1 out of 11. I like this. I'm not like I don't know. I have lighters and stuff, so I'm not really care. Like, I'm. Is everybody just afraid of the dark? Is that what's going on here? Um, I embrace darkness, which sounds like I'm a vampire, but don't take it like that. I like it. Let's look at. So we got some features here: the solar and the micro USB, 300 humans, made with 300 humans. Nope, sorry, that was lumens. Um, 5 brightness settings, red light mode for night vision, twist to inflate design. And this is $80. Is that what I saw?
Yeah. This one's
Um,
$80.
80 American dollars.
USD.
Um,
Waterproof for all
yeah,
weather and activities. That's actually a nice little feature to have on there too.
it
Because
is nice because
yeah,
I noticed at the begin or at the main page it was talking about like hurricanes and other stuff. This is stuff that you don't even have to like leave the house. This the great thing about this is it's not just obviously doomsday. It could be for anything. You could just not have power at your house, or a storm is rolling through and you could do that. I am going to rate it a 7.8 on the
7.8.
on the Macker scale. The
Okay.
Macker scale.
There is
Yeah.
other power options as well. This is a 300
So you
lumens
might bring my rating up.
model. So we have 200 lumens for $49.99. You get 600. That's 100. You're going up. You're doubling your lumens there for $100. Or you could drop
Yeah.
it all the way down to 75 lumens for $33.
Now what? Like how many? What's a? I mean, I don't know a lot about lumens. How much do you know about lumens?
I knew.
I used to think it was a department store,
Yeah.
but now I know better.
Yeah, I knew him in high school for a bit, but we lost touch. So I'm
Okay.
not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. He was a bright kid, or was he? Or was he a dim kid? I don't know. There's a different one.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'm not exactly sure. Like when they say 75 lumens, I don't really know the brightness of that.
Yeah.
But if you're an electrician or if you know about that stuff, then you would know better, and you can comment below and tell us, stupid lumen beings that we are, about lumens.
I agree.
But yeah, I think that's a great. I think that's a good, a very good thing. Yeah, to have.
Yep. Now, to be fair, this is a pretty generic product. There's lots of alternatives to this. There is lots of ways. There's lots of like gimmicky, like use solar to charge your phone.
Like a jack in the box.
A jack in the box. That's one example out of many, sure.
Yeah.
And so, why don't we move on to the next thing? Are you ready to see the next product that I have? The next Doomsday.
Am I ready?
The next
Coming to you live.
Coming to you live, Doomsday Survival.
Yeah.
We have
excellent. I love this.
seeds.
Ooh.
Number 2.
Ooh, survival seed vault kit. Ooh, I want to know every
Yeah.
seed that's in there. No, I don't want
So
144 varieties.
there are tons of varieties of these types of kits that are out there. This is just one that I drilled down on. It's a little bit more expensive at $160. Customers usually keep this item. I like when Amazon tells me that because you don't want to have something that you're going to be returning. So this one is a lot. This one is 23,000 non-GMO seeds. If that's,
I prefer GMO, but sure.
yeah, I don't mind that. I mean, like,
I'm so used to GMO, man.
Seedless watermelon,
I don't know
please.
if I'm gonna like these. Yeah.
Yeah, 144 varieties, and I think that's going to be speaking to the actual varieties, like the difference between a carrot, a cucumber, and a pepper or a melon or whatever. So you got plenty of seeds here, and not just for one harvest season, but seeds for future seasons. Depending on how many you're harvesting. So we're talking about um
Well, look at that.
345 beans, 750 beet, broccoli.
Well, I recognize that one right there as an emoji.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Kale.
I won't say which one. Yeah, kale.
Yeah,
Kale. That's what I use.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the emoji I use when it gets too hot and I want to get fanned off by
Oh yeah, by a giant kale leaf.
yeah by
Yeah.
one of those Egyptian slaves.
90 pumpkin seeds. Damn, look at that go.
Yeah, where'd you see that? Yep, on the right there. 90 pumpkin seeds, 1,500
Yeah.
turnip seeds.
Oh,
Some
gotta love those
seeds
turnips.
some seeds are tiny, some seeds might be larger, and that's why you'll see less of them.
But this is just the seed. So this is just a seed kit. Like you're obviously gonna still have to do all of the other shit that comes to making the seeds from a seed to the actual.
That's correct, yeah. So if you don't have any access to soil that will be able to grow plants, then this is not necessarily that great of a product for you. However, if all the soil is contaminated wherever you are, you're not gonna live probably.
True, this is true. I like the high germination. I don't. Hopefully, it's not as high as Hitler, but I do like the high germination in it.
Yeah, is that the word you're looking for? Because I feel
Yeah,
like
maybe.
okay,
Yeah, I don't know.
85 to 95% approximately stored in a plastic
Oh
ammo
yeah,
can for long storage. I do like this ammo can. Now it's probably just a cheap plastic like sort of container, but these kind of containers just scream like, preppers and hey, and when you're done,
yeah,
you can put ammo in it. Presumably.
yeah. You put anything you want in it. Yeah,
Yeah,
put the head of the person you killed who tried to steal your seeds in there if you want.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
if you're that way.
USA made and backed the Safe Seed Pledge, which I do not know what that pledge is, but I'm just going to say, I'm going to put my stamp of approval on it and double bag it and say that's a good pledge.
You don't know? Come on, dude. That you got to take that. That's in your high school history quiz.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think seeds are one of those things. I mean, like, there's lots of different things. Seeds is a bit like give a man a fish, or teach a man to fish, and I think that this is
Right.
closer. Technically, you're still giving.
I'd rather be given a fish, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like, I'd like a fish sandwich from Culver's, if I
Right.
could. But if you don't have that, then maybe get the fishing pole and the hook and the worm, and then going off that, I think seeds are a great thing to have. And also seeds stored for a long time, so you don't have to use them for several years. You could wait and use them at the right time for you to use them.
So what strains are these? Oh, I'm sorry. These aren't marijuana seeds. I forgot.
Yeah. I think this
I
is
thought I was
the
thinking they were marijuana
northern
seeds.
this is the milk breath turnip. They always have weird names like that, don't they?
Milk breath turnip.
Yeah.
Dill. There's a lot of stuff in here like caraway. Like I don't know. That's just like. Don't you just eat caraway? Like caraway has always been like something I've seen as a spice. I don't think I've ever eaten it other than a spice.
Well, I think a lot of these are going to be in the category of spice on
Right.
this seed kit as well. But, I mean, like spice is one of the cornerstones. I mean, like in early human history with like the Silk Road and things like that, it's like the spice trade is really something that will probably come back in some respect, and everybody's going to want spice for their.
That is true.
For their bland.
America was basically discovered because of the spice trade, right? So,
Yeah.
I don't have time for time though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Unless you got like a little bit of it to put on top of your ribeye steak when you're buttering it in the cast iron pan.
You like thyme on your steak?
I don't mind a little bit, just for a little hint, like a suggestion of flavor. Obviously, I don't want like 30 thyme leaves to be like swimming around my mouth while I'm eating. That would be a bit much.
It's a weird description, but yeah.
So this is my second pick. What do you think? 1 out of 10. What do you rate it?
1 out of 11. I will rate it an 8.279. And before we go to the third one, how about some fake sponsors?
Let's do it.
We've got some fake sponsors here for you today. We might as well get these out of the way. Producer Doofer has been just going nuts about lack of sponsors lately, so I was like, all right, go out there and get us some fake sponsors. All right, we are fake sponsored. By the way, these sponsors are catered to Brandon, so they're catered for you. So let's see if you like them. We are fake sponsored by the Butt Bib. Got a little drizzle coming out your bizzle? Need yourself a knapsack for your fat back? We got you covered when you're smothered with creamy peanut butter. The Butt Bib. Give it a tug to get rid of that nug. We are also fake sponsored by the Brown Lounger. Made from recycled materials that used to be the Butt Bib. The Brown Lounger allows you to lounge around in your own browns and no one will ever know. Except you. You'll know. And it'll be gross. The Brown Lounger, conveniently made south of the border. Those are our fake sponsors. Back to you, Brandon.
Thank you. That was great.
Yeah.
It's always nice to have sponsors because, when I'm showing off these
They
items,
pay us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to
Yeah.
afford these items. I
Yeah,
don't want
exactly.
to show them off.
Yeah.
Are you ready for item number 3 for surviving Doomsday?
I am ready for item number 3. I am. You don't have to ask. I'm always ready for it.
Item
ready for
number
the third
3.
one.
Here we go. Popped up on the
Ooh.
screen. What is this?
It's a water purifier.
It's a water purifier. That's right.
Yeah. $400, but probably well spent for the situation. I imagine that a lot of the stuff that you're going to get, or that you're showing us, rich people have in droves. Like, we always hear about what the Zuck is building stuff in Hawaii, I think, and then I've heard about Peter Thiel going down to like Argentina or somewhere down there, and he's got they're building shelters and bunkers everywhere, which makes you think. It makes you kind of wonder what they know, but who knows?
Yeah.
I think that's just they just doing that because they know at some point people are probably going to come after them for how much money they have. But I like this. Explain to us exactly what this does so everybody can kind of understand.
Sure. Well, it's a water purifier, and let me just back up for 2 seconds because the 3 cornerstones that I see are power, food, and water. And those are 3 things that you need.
Way to wrap it all together, man. I love it.
Yes, sir. And that's how I work. So this one is going to be in the water category, water purification. There are lots of options for this as well. This one I selected, it is a bit more expensive, so it's not necessarily as approachable for necessarily every person to prepare for something that has a 1% chance of happening. But I wanted to show this because I like this because it is sort of in a hand pump kind of system. And when I get down lower, I think there's like a video example. So do you see this image right here in the center where this person has their hand sort of on the handle?
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to strangle Johnny Five from Short Circuit.
Yeah. Yeah.
A little bit.
And who doesn't love Johnny Five? So that's
wrong. Don't strangle him.
That's not good.
Yeah.
And let me see if I can even find an example here. I think so this person here is, so you have this long hose end that you will put into the water source, and from that water source, you can literally just hand pump this thing through the filter, and then you're filtering the thing you have. So there are other kinds of products that work by like scooping water and putting it into something where the water filters down through it. But this one with the hand pump, it's sort of like having how simple is it to have a bike pump? Like one of those little hand bike pumps when you need air in your basketball or in your bike tire. And it's like, that's how simple this is. And it's going to be lightweight.
And you look busy. Like if you don't want anybody to talk to you, it's the best. You're like, dude, I'm over here hand pumping my water. So
that's right. Joe Schmo's out there hunting deer by foot, running through the woods with a spear. And, and Marissa is out like hand picking strawberries from like picker bushes out, 30 miles east. And you're sitting here on your butt, just
Marissa did some walking.
That's right. Yeah. And when she comes back, she'll explain it all. And so, so you're sitting here, pumping this water with this nice form factor in this lightweight, plastic composite pump that pumps this water. So water purification obviously is very important. There's ways you can do this. You can boil it, but you can't guarantee that you're necessarily doing everything you need to do properly, even when you're boiling it. Let me read off a few points about this. Military grade water purifier pump removes viruses, bacteria, protozoa, and particulate from contaminated water sources.
What is protozoa?
Protozoa.
Just like
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure it's a type of like biology that that exists. I don't know why it's not classified as bacteria. So I guess it's some other classification.
It's big words I feel like they throw in there and people are like, oh, wow, protozoa. I don't want that.
Yeah, that sounds like something you'd be prescribed if you're too depressed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I take.
Yeah. Meets NSF Protocol P248 testing standard of the U.S. military, using medical grade fibers to provide protection from the tiniest waterborne threats. So, of course, you're about to ask me what this is, and I'm about to say, I don't know exactly what this is, but I would assume that U.S. military standard is a pretty decent standard. Obviously, we don't want our troops dying over drinking bad water.
Yeah, that's not the way they should die. Yeah.
Yeah. So what do we know? We know that it removes, viruses, bacteria. It meets certain standards for water filtration. It pumps 2.5 liters per minute, which I think sounds actually pretty good. I mean, think about buying a 2 liter, and you could fill that up.
That's how much I pump. Water.
Okay.
Yeah, water.
Sure.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pump self-cleans on every
Gotta
stroke.
get that protozoa out of me.
Does this ring a bell with you right here, this line?
What does it say?
Pump self-cleans on every stroke?
Yeah. It definitely rings a bell. It reminds me of, I don't know. It's a bad. I don't want to talk about it.
All right.
It's a memory that doesn't work well for me. But yeah. I do have a question though. Like if you just put if you pump out a Powerade, will it just be water after that?
I think so.
Will it take all the Powerade stuff, and then it'll just be the water?
I think so. I don't know what would be left behind.
It probably wouldn't be much, yeah.
Yeah, I would assume that maybe there's some remnants of things left behind. But if this is able to remove things like viruses and bacteria, I would assume that most of the extra content in a Powerade would also be removed, and you'd be left with pretty much water at that point.
Okay. All right. So if you pee, so you could pee, right? I mean, you could technically take urine and do the same thing?
I think so, yeah.
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 Yeah. Or just pee directly into it and then pump it?
Yeah. Or you could just pass the pump and pee directly into
Yeah.
Anyways, so we have this product here, and so water filtration. I do want to have an honorable mention too, but while we're on the water category, because we had talked about this before. You had mentioned something called the Life Straw. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Remember back in the day when we talked about this?
I do remember. Man, that was so long ago, but I do remember, yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is the Life Straw. I do have that pulled up here as well. This is a Life Straw purchase.
Yeah.
This is my fancy, cool option that I wanted to show off.
Yeah.
It's got a hand pump. It's got all these cool things, right?
Right.
Realistically, for the average person, though, if you don't want to spend a lot of money, this is a really great product to just buy and have it. You could fit this in your pocket.
Yeah. Does the other one remove plastics? I'm assuming the other one does remove microplastics because we did do a podcast a few weeks back about microplastics and how much we're like, I know this one, I think in the about the item, it does say it removes microplastics.
This one does say,
but I'm assuming the other one does too.
Yeah, I would assume that as well. Yeah, that would be my assumption as well. I would imagine that the $400 one should be at least as good as this one in terms of the actual filtration capability. But this is a really great product. It has a good pedigree. Life Straw is a name that's been around for a while now. Obviously, on Amazon, it has a 100,000 purchases and a nearly perfect 5-star rating at a glance here. So it's got
another one of those things that you don't necessarily need for you should just get this item if you're a hiker or anything. You never know. Like the people that get lost and stuff, it would help in that situation. Do we know how much that holds, or is that just filtering through?
This is just filtering through. So
it's just filtering through. So you still need something to put one from. Okay.
Well, I think one of the ideas is that you can actually just use this to put your mouth right up directly to it and drink. You drink directly from the river or the water source.
Oh yeah, look at that guy.
Yeah, he's on his belly.
Really close.
It could be. I think it could be a she, but.
Well, look at that girl.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, girl. Guy, girl. I don't know.
Yeah.
She got some hairy arms. Sorry, lady man. But yeah, I mean, first of all, don't scare the fish. Where is she at? Why does it look all mucky?
Yeah,
It looks kind of gross, that stuff. I don't know, but yeah, okay, I get it. That is kind of cool, but like I still feel like there's a trust factor there. Like you feel like by doing that, wow.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Maybe not the best picture. Um, I feel like that there's still like until you do it, like you just have to trust it. It's doing what it says it does. Obviously, it's got Life Straw is a big name. A lot of people have used this product, and it should be fine. But it is still weird, right? Like if you were to just stick a straw like that in a river and be like, "Oh yeah, everything that's coming through here is fine."
Yeah.
It's still some trust there that you have to be like, "Okay, I trust that this is not going to be the gross."
I
You know,
went I went camping once and I brought one of these with
just
me.
once, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, and I brought one of these with me and I just couldn't bring myself to use it because
Okay, so you've had one, you just haven't used it
yeah, because
in that
yeah,
aspect.
and I
Yeah.
think it's because it wasn't actually life and death and I couldn't get the thought in my head that I'm just like the water I'm drinking is just like like stagnant water, like literally a foot away from my mouth, and somehow
Yeah.
through the magic of this one little device, it's going to turn into something that's not going to get me sick. And I
Okay.
couldn't get it through my head, even though I think that in a real survival scenario, you would be extremely thankful to have something like this in your pocket.
Well, yeah, definitely.
But I do agree that it's a little bit of a off-putting feeling, you know, because you're staring at this mucky, you know, like a puddle on the ground, and you're thinking like, is this thing going to really filter it?
Yeah, and I'm actually on pudding. I don't want to be off pudding.
Mm-hmm. I
But
get that.
yeah. So I guess that's literally just all you use it for is a straw. Like I mean, I guess you could probably still filter water through it and then filter it into something else,
Yeah, there are
but
kits.
its main intent is the straw.
There's
Or
kits that
yeah.
you can use with stuff like this to where you're actually filtering the straw and you're pumping it into a separate container. That way you can
Okay.
like fill up a water bottle with the filtered water.
That way you could kind of look at it and then you could be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It does look better.
Hey,
You could,
wait
it's
a
not going
minute.
directly into your mouth.
There's no
Yeah.
protozoa in here, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that, yeah.
Yeah.
So we
All
got
right. Well,
water,
yeah.
you know, and as with anything, so we're looking at these three products. We got water, food, and we got power. And I think that these broad categories are something that if you are prepping, you would have something figured out for. And if you don't, I would encourage you to find something that sort of solves these three categories. There
Yeah.
are seed packs that literally are, you know, like $20 on Amazon that gives you plenty of seeds, that give you a cross section of seeds. There are water filtrations like Life Straw. I honestly don't think you should spend less than this. I think that if you have 15 to spend, this is probably what you
No,
spend it on.
15 seems reasonable to drink out of a river and be okay, I think. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's probably other charging, you know, stations out there, solar based. I would recommend going with something solar based. You just want to make sure that the reviews are going to be good, that it's not solar products can be finicky. They can break down fast. They can not work properly. So you just want to make sure that the solar capacity of it is actually working, it's durable, and it's outputting what it says it's going to output. So those would be my basic three recommendations. We could probably talk about 10 more types of products, but
Yeah.
but these are the
This may
three.
be something that like you said, we're going to continue discussing doomsday things, events and stuff in the future. But I think every once in a while we will go to, not just talking about what might happen during doomsday or what might cause doomsday or whatever it is. We'll be talking about things like this too, like things that will help you survive and just, help you along your way because you just never know when it's going to happen. And we live in a crazy world and, anything could happen at any point and there are people out there that really want to be prepared. And we're not the best people at explaining that, but hey, we're going to try to help you along the way. And hopefully, it gets you prepared for any type of doomsday that you might be thinking of.
Yeah.
But
I also want to
yeah.
say that these are not there's no like sponsorship or like us like trying to like affiliate advertise these products.
Yeah, if they would like to sponsor us, go
Yeah.
ahead and comment below all these items. Yeah, Life Straw, go ahead and
Sure.
give us a
Yeah.
sponsor. We'd be great with that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, any other things you want to talk about, or anything else you want to say about these items, or maybe just tell us your favorite dessert. I don't know.
Pumpkin pie.
Excellent. I agree. With Cool Whip, with some Cool Whip on it. Yeah, that'd have
Certainly.
Cool Whip.
Yeah. extra creamy.
Okay. Sure. All right. Well, it's been another great episode. Hope that you can use these. Comment below if you've used any of these items or if they're, I mean, we only listed like basically 4 items, but there might be some cool items that you'd be like, hey, you guys should check this out or you should check this out. We always encourage that. So comment below, let us know. But until next time, have a wonderful evening.